YouTube, what's good? Zader here. Have not been posting the past couple weeks. Basically, if you don't follow me on Twitter or anything, I had COVID. I'm still technically positive, even though I don't have symptoms. Put me on my ass for the first four or 5 days. So sorry for the lack of posting. But today, before we start, I do want to wish everyone Happy New Year's. I hope you guys do enjoy the holiday, whether you're staying in or going out. Have fun, be safe. But today we're going to talk about Call of Duty. I was going to make a video on this yesterday. I decided not to just because I wanted to see if anything else would come out of it. Obviously, Hex and Nade shot talked yesterday. That was huge. And then right after that, a couple hours later, we had the flank, Zuma show. It had Crim, Aches was on there, Karma, Censor, Nameless joined. And man, like I said, I'm not a big person in the COD community. I'm not a big person in streaming or video games, but I just thought that this was a topic that just needed to be talked about. I'm not a competitive player. I don't play it for money. I actually don't play COD anymore, but man, something has to change, dude. I really do think that in a way we are seeing the actual first downfall of COD. It's been bad, and people know it's been bad for years. I think this is the first time that people are, in a sense, are at their breaking point to where they're kind of tweeting and saying what they want without any, not even worried about getting fined. Like Crim6 yesterday, he was going absolutely off. He's still a part of the CDL. Hex was saying stuff. He owns a team with Hastro. I mean, it's gotten really bad. We're paying $25 million to be in these slots, and it's like, what are you getting out of it? Censor's talking about, if you want to go get it, you got to grind. Like, look at Scump and Nade Shot. They wanted something, they made it. Nade Shot basically put COD esports on the map, and that is true. But I think when it comes to streaming scrims, I don't think everybody should have to. Some people like doing it, some people don't. Obviously, Optic does it, people watch, but Optic obviously has a bigger platform than, let's say, Paris Legion or the Boston Breach, the new team that's supposedly in that 12th spot. There's some people that aren't comfortable streaming scrims. And the other thing, too, is I do think that people that are getting paid paychecks by the CDL should have to stream and do it because, like Sensor was saying, there's people out there that are just going with the flow, getting their bag, and that's about it. That's literally, let's say they're even getting paid $7,000 a month. It's like they don't even hit go live once. They're just a pro player and just and scrimming and blah blah blah. And then it comes down to the lack of just support from Activision. There seems to be no help. Activision doesn't seem to want to do anything to help what's going on. Like I was saying yesterday, I made a tweet, and I think that it's almost like they want Call of Duty to be bad to stay relevant. That's how they stay relevant, by being bad, because the CDL and competitive side of things are awful. Warzone is at an all-time low. Warzone obviously pulls more viewers than Vanguard, but I'd say on average, Warzone gets about 80 to 160K viewers watching all the streams. Vanguard maybe gets 10K. If Optics on, that's a different story, or if there's like a tournament going on, but CDL, we don't have a tournament till February. And the one in January that's coming up this next month is just like a participation. Oh, let's kind of be friends and all that. But the real competition doesn't start till February. That's just crazy to me. It's been out since what, October, November? There should have already been an event. And like Censor was saying, and Crim and some other people that have came out, the reason I like people streaming scrims or just tournaments is you get the storylines. There's like juice to the season. You know what I mean? There's other esports that have, there's rivalries. Like Clay and Crim are on the same team. They are arguably two of the best players that have ever, played Call of Duty. They're on the same team together. And then you got Scump on Optic that has two of arguably the young guns in Shotzi and Illy, and they used to play with Clayster and Crim. I mean, there's so many storylines, and then Crim and TJ, and I know I'm going all over the place, but it's like, wow, man, for watching. I used to play COD. I played COD for years, 10, 12, 14 years. I mean, I'm 26 years old. I've watched competitive COD since I can remember, and it's like, what is going on here? And barely did we get a 12th team for CDL. How do we not have more teams? I mean, why are we not doing this open bracket format that the CWL used to do? Why does it cost $25 million to do this stuff if the people that are making you pay the money aren't doing anything to help the game out by any means at all? Look at Halo. Halo just had a tournament in Raleigh. Open bracket. There was a ton of teams. And dude, Halo doesn't even have a BR and it was popping over the weekend. Formal was in there. You had Optic, Cloud9, sent all these teams that could make a run and play these pro teams. It's just I don't get it, man. There's just a lot that needs to change, and it's just not even on the competitive side. People don't even have fun playing pubs. Pro players don't play pubs. I mean, people that just grind CODs. I mean, I can't think of really any names right now, but like Marka J comes to mind. Marka J used to be one of the greatest pub stompers in the world. He doesn't even touch COD anymore. It's like the damage mags, and it's just you can have 10 attachments on a gun now, and then you go to the warzone side of things, and it's like, not even from a gameplay standpoint how it feels, it's literally crashing people's computers and consoles, and it's literally destroying it from the inside out. And I don't even think Warzone needed Caldera. I think they should have just stuck with Verdansk, and people honestly like Alcatraz more than Caldera. Maybe that's a hot take or an unpopular opinion, but I firmly believe that. But man, like I said, I know I'm all over the place, and I know I may not make sense, and I don't have the biggest voice out there in terms of Call of Duty, but it is good to see Hex and Nade Shots and, people that own orgs that have dropped millions of dollars in here and just feeling like they're getting slapped in the face and just disrespected and no support. They're not getting anything. There's no ranked play. Ranked play is awesome. A casual player can hop on ranked, and if they want to grind, there's something to grind for. Go through the ranks. Let's just say bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, what it may be. We don't have that, and that was promised right off the bat, and that sucks for people, because even pros, if pros don't want to play pubs, you can go in ranked and not have to play against some of the attachments and stuff that are in pubs. You know what I mean? But the flank was awesome yesterday too. Zuma, everybody that was in there's played before. You got your opinion from Crim, that basically called out Activision and saying, Crim kind of went off the wall with a lot of stuff yesterday, but you were able to hear from Crim, who is in the league right now. Censor, who is a challenger who is trying to get in the league. Challengers isn't even a thing, man. That's the other thing too that kind of bugs me, is challengers was that competition to where if you played good enough, you could potentially get called up to the starting roster, or with the circumstances nowadays in life with COVID, you had a team of 4 down there that if Scump gets COVID or Dashy gets COVID and you need a couple fill-ins, go to your challengers team. You know what I mean? There's Censor's grinding challengers. I don't really like Censor, but man, he's devoted to it, and he's still in challengers even though there's no scene. I don't think there's any team in the CDL that has a legit challengers team. It's like, man, I just don't get it, man. And it was really cool though. Like I said, Censor, who's in challengers, Crim6, who's in the league, and then you had people like Zuma and Karma and Nameless and Aches who don't play anymore, but they've been around the bend for years, man. They came from a time where there wasn't a league essentially at first. It was like Nade Shot and Aches and Scump and all these people had to put on the map, and now it's like, to see where we've came is just a huge disappointment. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. I know, like I said, I kind of rambled all over, and I kind of felt like I was beating a dead horse saying the same things. Hope you guys did enjoy the video, though. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a happy new year. Zader out. Peace.